For today's project, I will show you how to build a miniature trebuchet from cardboard. For this project, you'll need these tools: ruler, pencil, scissors, pliers, razor knife, optional but recommended, hot glue gun, and a push pin. You'll also need a piece of cardboard that is at least 7 inches by 9 inches wide. This template, which can be found below in the description. You'll need some pennies. I have 15 here, a couple paper clips, some small heavy beads, Scotch tape, and some thread. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take this template and we're going to secure it. Now we'll take the push pin and we'll poke holes in the corners of these templates, and then we're going to redraw. We're going to use our ruler and our pencil to redraw the lines on the cardboard. Okay, now that I've retraced the pattern onto the cardboard using the template, I'm going to take my push pin, and anywhere on the template where there's a cross shape, that's going to be a hole that's punched all the way through. Now you need to cut out the shapes. For the base piece, these lines are just guides. Do not cut them. Okay, I also didn't cut this piece all the way through. It doesn't really matter because it's just doubled up for strength. So you'll put these two pieces together, make sure the holes are lined up on both sides, and you tape them. Okay, now I got that. This is the throwing arm. Enlarge the holes in the trebuchet arm so it'll rotate freely on its axle. Now glue the uprights and the supports onto the base. Okay, now I have both of those uprights glued onto there. Straighten out a paper clip. Take a piece of your scrap, cut out 2 small squares from it. Now poke a hole completely through both pieces. Okay, now take a one-inch long piece of your paper clip. At the end of it, give it a small 90-degree turn. And then at the other end, about halfway through, give it a 45-degree bend, like that. At the end of your arm, line it up so that the bend in the middle lines up with the end. Then poke a hole where the end of this rod stands. Now we're going to put that in there and glue it on. Like that. I also like to wrap a little extra piece of paper on this. Okay, there's the almost completed throwing arm. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the rest of our paper clip and we're going to thread it in to one of these holes. Put on a piece of card, one of these little stopper pieces. Then we're going to put our throwing arm in. Make sure the hook is facing upwards. And then the other stopper piece. Like that. Line up your arm so it's in the center. Push the stoppers up against it. Add a dab of glue on the rod. And then slide your stopper out. You don't want to get any hot glue on the inside of this. Do the same for the other side. Like that. See, there's space here, but that helps keep it centered. Now center the rod. There. Notice that the longer end of the cardboard is where the arm rests. Now take your pennies and stack them up. Now you need to wrap tape around these and so that they all stay together in a little package. There, like that. Straighten out another paper clip. On one end, you're going to make a hook that will fit into the end of this arm right here. Like that. I only put a small curve on it so it'll fit more easily into the hole. Then you need to attach it to the pennies. Leave about an inch of space. Like that. It's glued and taped. Now bend this over a little bit so that this is centered. And we're almost done. Attach that to the end of the throwing arm. Make sure there's enough space for the pennies to swing freely. Okay, last part, the ammunition. Take a piece of string, and we'll say about a foot long. Attach your bead to the end. Then fold the string in half. And adjust it so that it's about 4.5 inches long, right where it folds in half. Then tie a knot. It doesn't really matter where the knot lands, which happens to be right here. The point is you have a loop on the end, and that the total length is about 4.5 inches. In this case it's 5. Oh no, it's 4.5. Then you can cut off the excess string. And that's it. To fire this, you hook your ammunition on, pull it back, kind of tricky a little bit. Okay, and see I'm holding on to that so that the arm doesn't move. And then when you let it go, there it goes. For my initial design, I was able to get about 12 feet of throw. My original design also had wheels on it, but I removed the wheels because they didn't make a difference in the throwing power. Cool.